Good morning. Actually, it's good afternoon. I'm here in Jerusalem, City of David, at the Siloam Pool. It's August 2nd, 2023, and I want to see what's happened there. Remember that I promised you that I will be here, let's say, once in a few months to see what's going on here. Then, August 2nd, 2023. Last time that we've been here, we saw that. That is discovered in 2004, and we knew that we found, by that we knew that we found the Siloam Pool, Barechat HaShiloach, and look what's happening now. This is August 2023. Then all those stairs that we found are new. It's not new, it's from the time of King Herod, but we excavated it lately, let's say from December 2022. Sadly, we didn't find anything from the other side. If you look at my videos for let's say from 10 years ago, you can see here a beautiful garden belongs to the Greek Orthodox, and they sold us it. And after a few years, we started to excavate here. At the time, I mean, the pool is not only from the time of King Herod. Actually goes back to, let's say, Hezekiah time, 8th century BC. And before I will show you how it's supposed to look like, that wall is of Hezekiah time, King Hezekiah, 8th century BC. And it's used as a dam, stop the water from going out. Then the Assyrians couldn't enjoy the water, and if you remember the story, they flee. They couldn't conquer it. Then this is totally new. I mean, totally old, but found it lately. I'm not sure that they're still looking for something there, but if they're using heavy machines, it means that it's not, nothing was found there. Then the way they are excavating is by insulas. Kind of a square thing here, square thing there, square thing, not like there's a wall here. Although, as you can see, they found here, looks like a column. And they are keeping it like that until they found the rest of it. And here you can see they can already destroy the border between the insulas. There's not a lot to find there, mainly because it was used as a water system. But like the manager is sitting here. Now let me show you how it's supposed to be look like, but now I think it's going to be a little bit different. At the time of King Herod, when so many pilgrims reached Jerusalem, and you know that every Jew must be in the city 3 times a year. In that case, he had to build himself a place for drinking, or even more than that, for purify their body. And this is not less important. Meanwhile, you can see kind of an aqueduct, and the water are still running. You cannot stop the spring, the Gihon spring. It's still there. Then you can see the water. And to be a Messiah in Judaism is to be anointed by the only spring of Jerusalem, and this is the only spring of Jerusalem. And King, for example, King Solomon was anointed to build to a king, and his mission was to build the Jewish quarter. Remember, King David didn't build it. Maybe that's for the animals? I don't know. Some people ask me, what's happening here? If the people are purifying themselves, even at that time, women supposed to do it beside them, and then maybe those holes was they actually divided it into different sections. We actually don't know yet. Maybe different hours, different days. I'm not sure. We are not sure. Let me show it to you, and you will know where we are. Many years ago there was a door here, then you can understand that it actually reached that upper part. It was found by accident. 2004, a sewage canal been broke, and they started to repair it, and then they discovered it. Alright, I hope that it will be less noisy. Sorry. This is the Jewish temple. Southern wall, western wall, eastern wall, Kidron Valley, and you can see that that's where they entered to the temple, went out of the temple, and they entered from there. There's a few options, but to reach the temple, wait a minute, oh God, you must purify the body. And look how many people are doing it. There are so many people that needs to reach the temple, and usually mikveh, a Jewish ritual bath, is small places. Then maybe King Herod, what we believe is actually King Herod, he built here the biggest mikveh ever. Then so many people will be able to purify their body. It's like 70 meters by 70 meters. And what we found is that part, and I'm standing somewhere here. Then everyone started to go together to the temple. That's why it's very wide here, and slowly it's actually turning to be narrower. Why? Mainly because it's like a marathon. At the beginning, everyone begins it together, and then the fastest one, which it's not me, to be the first one, will be one of the last ones. That was the site of the Jewish temple. Instead of the Dome of the Rock, you can imagine the Jewish temple that King Herod built, and before that was built by King Solomon. That one was between 2 to 3 times higher than the Dome of the Rock. Now, remember, it's a wide road that started here and goes all the way to there. And let me see a little bit of the street. It's so cool here. Right, let me take a picture. Wait a minute, and let me just cross it. Alright, you see the stairs to the temple. And next to it, there were shops. And the sewage canal is beneath it. Then look at that, it's like wide path, and then a small one, short one. Wide, short, wide, short. We don't know why. But because we don't know why, there's speculation. And one of the options is that when you're walking on that wide, you can actually look at the temple. I mean, now you cannot see it because there are houses above us, but at the time of King Herod, you could see it. Then, here you will look downstairs not to fall, but again, you do have time to look at the temple. And because it's different, you cannot rush, because you've already been pure. You're already pure and ready for the temple. Beneath it, you can see the drainage sewage canals. And some of them you can see even vases. It's, I think, in the lower one. Some believe that when the Jews ran away from Jerusalem 70 AD, they used those sewage drainage canal, but the Romans actually destroyed part of it, set it on fire, and you cannot be there. Here we can see it. Look at how beautiful it is. And this is only the beginning of the wide street. Sadly, it's closed, but you can actually look at my YouTube channel and visit the street with me. I did it. It's not open yet to the public. I did it as a tour guide. But look at one of the shops. if you want to see how wide it was. Then let me take you to the other side. Let me take you to the other side. Remember, this is part of the... Oh, they close it because they're part of the spring is there. You could see a little bit of it. Never mind. And you can see here the Siloam pool. Siloam from the word shiloah, to send the water. You can climb from here through the the Suez Canal to the city of David. I did it once. No, I did it a few times. The last time that I did it, I swear to myself not to do it anymore. Then you can see how the street looked like. Houses and shops. And people are climbing up to the temple. With the cattle that they will sacrifice. You can see they are using the horns here. Then the street that you see here, this is a part of it. And from here you can climb up. I'm not going to do that, my dears. I'm not going to do that. Not this time. You know what's happened last time? Then let's go back to the pool and let me show you what we found yet. And when you see them excavating, one of them told me that the bedrock is like a few meters beneath them. They are still excavating, as I believe they will find. Can you see a little bit of the spring? They will find a few more of the stairs. And again, sadly, the other side has been destroyed, and as I believe they renovated it, they rebuilt it. And maybe in the future we will be able to use it. From the time of King Herod, if you wanted to actually pull it, and then you can enter and to clean the Suez Canal. And some believe that this is not from the time of King Herod. Some believe, because of so many reasons, and that's why you must look at the other video, that it's from the time of Pilate, Pontius Pilate. Then it means that it is from the 1st century, but not 1st century BC by King Herod. Okay, let's go back to the pool. For the Christians of us, Jesus was here. Jesus was here because he had to purify his body before he entered the temple, but he found here a blind man. And he told him to go. I actually didn't enter to the water, he just spit, which, you know, I don't like. And took the dirt from the Siloam pool, touched his eyes, and he actually started to see. This is such an important story. If you saw the video of me before that, then I took a video from the area of the eye hospital at very close to Mount Zion until here. And that is the connection, blindness, blind people. Then here it is. You can see a little bit of it. 70 meters by 70 meters, and now you know a lot about the Siloam pool in August 2023. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, don't forget to send it to everyone, and if you want to support me, then I will be able to do more and more tours. And if you can do that, you can look at the description, buy me coffee and PayPal. You can do that through those two channels, and I will be more than happy, because it's instead of me working, I can be with you. then thank you very much. See you in my next video. If you do have some questions, don't hesitate, please ask.